All right, this next story. She is the first African-American commander of the Maryland Army National Guard.
But Brigadier General Linda Singh says she wasn't always squared away.
That's right. As ABC 2 News' Roosevelt Leftwich tells us, General Singh says she has a special message for young girls struggling to find their way.
I once walked in your shoes.
If you earn a Brigadier General's star in the United States Army, you are no joke. The Army is saying that you are a leader of soldiers and fit to command. And as the first woman and first black woman to command the Maryland Army National Guard, Brigadier General Linda Singh is definitely no joke.
I lead two very demanding careers. And so, you know, do I wish that on anyone? Not necessarily, because people probably think that I'm crazy for doing that, but it's stuff that I enjoy.
She has an MBA and working toward a PhD and is an executive at one of the nation's largest consulting firms. She's a veteran of Kosovo and Afghanistan and has earned a Bronze Star. But one of her favorite jobs is talking to young people about seeing the future, especially young women, because when she was their age, that star on her shoulder was far, far out of reach. I
would have been on welfare. I think that I would have had, you know, any number of kids. I probably would have been on drugs at that point in time because I don't know, I was running the streets.
Sexually abused by a relative at 16, General Singh says she went from class officer and basketball player to being kicked out of the house after her family didn't believe she had been abused. She dropped out of school, got pregnant, and struggled to support herself. An Army recruiter told her about military careers, but she says at the time she was more interested in just getting off the streets. But she still wasn't on the path to that star just yet. She was an E1 and still trying to find herself. And the Army helped Linda find Linda. A lesson that she says she tries to get young people to hear.
You need to figure out who you are. I mean, it still took me until probably my 20s before I really figured out who I was as a person and what I truly wanted to be. And I think you have to have that time to let yourself come into your own. And I know that it seems like they want to rush and they want to do all these great things, but, you know, if it's worth having, then you're going to have to do the work, and it's worth waiting for.
General Singh says this isn't about recruiting people to join the Army, although she admits that would be fantastic. She says this is more about recruiting the spirits of young people to do more with their lives. She says it's about focus and patience and seeing a future, because there is a star for everyone to follow.
For me to be out and to really be in the community, to kind of talk about what it took for me to get here, to talk about what others can achieve, is extremely important to me. If I do nothing else, if I was fired tomorrow, I'm still going to be out and be on, you know, talking to our young leaders, because that to me is extremely important.
Roosevelt Leftwich, ABC 2 News.
She's a class act and a wonderful lady. General Singh is a mother of two daughters. One is a police officer and the other is finishing college and interested in pursuing medicine.